Good afternoon, everybody. Hope everybody's ready. This is a beginner's class. We're starting on the floor and I need help because I'm going to teach. Now, if you have a bad back, this is perfect for you, because especially if you've been sitting for any length of time, especially as a lot of us are sitting watching screens. So I'm going to ask Tally to come here and she's going to lie on her side, and notice we've got a pillow. And we're going to lie on the pillow. But notice I want the middle of her, she's going to go onto her side and then go on to lie on her back, side, back. And now she's on the pillow. And what I want is slowly for her to feel that she can stretch out one leg and then the other leg. This is particularly good for your lower back because what it's doing is stretching out the quad and this muscle here, the psoas, because remember with the spine, it starts from the big toe and runs all the way up the fascia, and then it also runs all the way down. So all the muscles are connected. No muscle works entirely on its own. So we've got this little sort of arch going on here. Now, if we find this is too comfortable, and the arms should really go above the head, so we stretch up, but we're a bit limited in space, so we'll just put them on the sofa. Okay, so here she can feel it stretching out. Does it feel like it's stretching out? Super. Because it's the S shape. And when you sit a lot, yes, you lose that lovely S shape. You end up with the pelvis tilted forward and shortening the front here. So this is opening. So I hope you're all on the floor with a pillow. I've given you enough time to go and grab a pillow, yeah? And you're lying. The most important thing is that you've got your sacrum, which is that flat bit of bone, on the pillow. I mean, might be better to have a narrower pillow. So if I wanted to take this up to the next level, what I would say to Tally is we're going to have a couple of books. You stay on your pillows, yeah, you be comfortable. And I'm going to ask her to bend one knee, and you're doing this the same, the other knee. And it's quite painful sometimes, but using your glutes, these are the glute muscles, lift. And we take that away, and then we shove the books underneath where the sacrum is, so you can really see that bit of the body peeling down from the top. It hits the books, and then slowly, because this is a very different experience for the body, straighten out one leg, straighten out the other leg. Now that you can see that beautiful arch here, the S shape coming, which is lengthening the quad and the psoas. Of course it's not as comfortable as a lovely pillow, but that is why it is a block, isn't it? It's a block, and you can see it stretching. Can you feel it stretching? Yeah, so I hope you're all on your pillows or your cushions. You've all managed to run and get a pillow or a cushion. Just lie there, breathe. Please do this. It's really important, okay? So we'll say you've stayed there for as long as you feel comfortable. Your feet, you can let them rotate. They're relaxed. But as soon as you want to come out of it, bring the feet back to parallel. You can feel the joints move and change into parallel, which is correct, because then all the muscles are lined up. Because backs don't suddenly go wrong, remember? They go wrong because they're misused. People say, I woke up in the morning, I just went to the toilet, I'm back locked. It's locked because it's tight. And the reason it does that, it's because it hasn't had enough movement throughout the day. It's got a little stuck. Now, the worst thing you can do is, not move. So you have to move. So we're going to move. So we stretch out the back. We bend one knee up. We bend the other knee up. Using the glutes, you lift. I'll take the books away. You shove your books away or your pillow away. You peel the body down, each vertebrae. You feel. Now, just feel you're in parallel here with your feet and knees. Rock your pelvis. Experience the pelvis rocking. So we're getting movement, we're getting lengthening, we're getting the joints rattling about a bit. Great for the bones because they need that synovial fluid. And then what I would say is just stay there and see if you can straighten one knee, push. No, keep the knee bent, just push the knee out. And then the other one. So now you can feel the hips moving. You can see the hips moving. We've got a nice S shape in the spine. What does an S shape mean? It simply means that the spine is in its neutral position. Come back to the center. Now tilt the pelvis again for me, Tally. Press the middle onto the floor. That's a flat back. Now go S shape. That's an S shape. Now flat back. There it is. And Now the nice thing is we'll do that again, so you really get a chance to move the knees. Remember, this is beginners, but doesn't matter it's beginners, it's good technique. Even if you've been exercising all your life, you can suddenly do something you didn't want to do, and the back can suddenly decide it's going to be stiff. So mobilize it, that's what it's all about. Good. And then come back to center again, and try the glute lift, the high release. Squeeze, lift, and I want these knees to stay over the feet, and the knees to stay over the hips and over the shoulders, straight line, and peel each vertebrae, going through the middle. Good. Now we're going to see what happens when you flop the knees to one side. Flop, turning the head the opposite direction. And then thinking, zip up the tummy, lift the weight, and flop to the other side. And you can stay there, and you breathe, and you relax there, because it's a good feeling. You can feel it stretching all the way. And notice the head is turned in the opposite direction. So again, lift the tummy, pull up, flop, turn the head the opposite direction. Take time with this, indulge it, enjoy it. Pull in the tummy. We're just going to go back to the beginning. We're going to do a high release. Off you go. Lift. Imagine the block is still there. So just go a little way down, control. Good. Now, if that suddenly hurts, you mustn't go that high. All you do is rock if you can. Rock. There it is. Rattling the bones. And then come back to neutral. And then push. Push. Nice and slowly. Feel the stretching. Feel the movement in your back. Don't rush ever, yeah? But you need to move. And then again, flop to the side, whichever side you want. Turning the head the opposite direction. Now, if you feel that's okay, pull in the tummy, lift, breathe, and flop the other way. And if that feels okay, we'll say, okay, let's see if we can make it a bit looser. Pull in the tummy, lift, open the feet, open the knees. Windscreen wipers. Off you go. Loose, loose, loose. Good. Now keep the head center. Don't move the head when you're going this fast. Keep the head still, because you're trying to just mobilize the spine, loosen it up, get those muscles nice and warm. Come back to the middle, come back to the start. Right, we're going to put the books back again and see if it feels a bit nicer to stretch. We're not going to put the pillow, even though it's more comfortable. Lift, feet, knees together. Remember, the book or whatever you've got has got to be on this bone. So when you go down, you're going to make sure it's on that flat bit of bone. Breathe. So you're back with your pillow. Straighten one leg out. Straighten the other leg out. And breathe. Let the feet roll. And breathe. And as I say, if you've got room, put your arms above your head. So it's a full stretch. But if you haven't, just put your arms out down by your sides. Palms up. Okay. Take your time. Breathe. Does it feel easier? Good. Bring the feet back to parallel. Bend one knee. Bend the other knee. Here we go again. Scoop it up. Right. Peel each vertebrae down. And the muscles should feel quite warm now. So we're now going to stretch the back gently. Bring a knee to the chest. Doesn't matter which one. Gently hug, hold. And let it go. Hug, hold. And let it go. Last one. Hug, hold. Super. See if you can straighten that one out. See if it's happy to do that. All the way. Good. Lovely. And then let that leg go. All the way. And now just shake it out. If you go at a little angle, I think you'll be more comfortable. So you've got a bit more space. Can everyone still see? Oh, I hope so. Who knows? Who'll carry on? Bend this knee. Oh, anyone you like. Bend the other knee. Glutes, up you go. Good. And peel each vertebrae down. Take your time, take your time. Good. Bring the other knee to the chest. You've already done one. Let's do this one. Hug, hold. Breathing all the time. Hug, hold. And if you've got someone to help you, want to give it a little extra stretch, let them do that. And then slide that one away. Feel it stretch. Try and keep it in parallel. Good. Nice. and then let the leg go. Shake it out. So you can really shake, 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 shake. And now roll them in and out, the legs, in and out. Now remember, Jesus loves us, so we keep our palms upright, don't we? We don't do that because it turns the shoulders. Always open chest, open palms. And then stay there. Off we go. Bend one knee up. Use your tummy. Let it go. I don't believe she used her tummy. Pull it up from the tummy. A string attached from the tummy. Pull it up. Pull it up. And pull it up. Now hug. Hug. And hug. Oh, super. Now, I love this one. Now, say you haven't got a me. You need a wall. So you shuffle along to the wall. Remember, you can stop the video because you've got a video. Hey, modern technology. Fab. You can hold me in stillness. Find a wall. And then straighten one leg up against the wall. And then straighten the other leg against the wall. Now, the thing with the legs against the wall is you want your bottom as close to the wall as you can. I'm being the wall here. If I stood here, you can see I'm just like a wall. And if I want to stretch her a bit more, I'd push a bit more. So when you're against the wall, you want your bottom against the wall. If the base does not relax, If the base does not stay on the floor, it means the back is tight. If there's a little lift, for example, I'll just do it now. If that happens, that's wrong. You've got to have your base down, yeah? And then we bend the knees, and we straighten the knees. And you're imagining that I'm a wall. So Tally's using me as her wall to work the hamstrings, the calves, the ankles. She will flex the feet and point the feet. Flex the feet and point the feet. We know that when we flex the feet, we're working all the shin and the front of the leg. It all goes hard, it contracts. We know when we point, we've got all the calf and the hamstring, and we're stretching through the back. So there we are, working against the wall. I hope you found your wall or a person to hold your legs, right? And then we work it again. We bend the knees and we straighten the knees and we bend the knees. Now we decide to go a bit wider, just keeping it in parallel, a bit wider. And again, a bit wider. So she's working it all the time. And then when she reaches as wide as she wants to go, flex and point the feet, you can circle your ankles, and you could stay here and relax here. You could read your book here. Feel it stretching, but use the wall as your support, okay? So that you can do for as long as you like. Please do it at the end of the day if you feel your legs are very tired. You've been sitting along a lot for a long time, because it will really help the spine. So we'll repeat, bringing it back in. There we go. Shortening and lengthening all the time, because as I said to you in the past, or if you've not known me in the past, the legs greatly influence the spine. If the legs are tight, the leg muscles are tight, you will have a tight back. You don't want that. Right, so to recap, that's how you begin. Bottom against the wall, base of the spine on the floor. Then you begin by bending and straightening to open it. You can take your time. Now check you're not moving your neck. Check you're on the back of the skull. Don't let the neck move. And then you can just hold that lovely stretch for as long as you like and breathe. And you can feel it stretching out. Circle the ankles and close your eyes and relax and enjoy, because the body is lengthening. Because the big thing here, the spine has no head weight. There's no skull to support. So the whole spine can lengthen, and that's why if you have a back that is painful, you long to lie down. You long to put the head on the floor. Our problem is the skull weight for the body. It carries that skull around, and unless the muscles are doing it, the poor old bones have to do it. And if the muscles are not strong, then the bones do it even more. And then we get prolapse disc. What is a prolapse disc? There's no such thing as a slip disc. Prolapse disc is when, let me just be the wall here. A prolapse disc is when one bone starts to push or press against another bone, and that lovely cartilage between, that lovely springy stuff matter like a pumped up tire, deflates, and then you get a bone touching another bone. And if a bone touches another bone, pain, because it's the nerve endings. You know, we're such a wonderful, our whole body is a bit like a railway station. It's got all these interchanges, connections, mainline stations, little tributaries. It's also got all those nerve endings, and it's terribly, and the neurons of the brain, you know. If it's funny, isn't it? When we're young, we're strutting along, we see that lovely handsome man walking towards us, everybody pulls in the tummy, lifts the chest, hello. And as we get older, we get saggy and we don't bother and we don't care and the makeup disappears. So keep wearing your makeup, ladies and boys. Right, so we've worked on that, and then we say, okay, that's enough. So put one foot down, put the other foot down, stretch it out. Now, if you're against a wall, obviously you can't stretch it out because there's a wall in the way. So how do we get out of it in that sense? You bend your knees, you always roll onto your side, okay? And you stay on your side for a moment or two. Then using your hand and your tummy, come and sit up on your bottom. Now, it's very important to stay on your side, Tabby, because you're doing well here. I want to see them. That you do the roll downs when you've done that high release for the spine, when you've stretched your quad and your psoas, because it's the abdominals that support the skull, as well as the quads and glutes. I mean, all the muscles hold the bones upright. If we didn't have those muscles, we'd just be bag of bones on the floor. So I hope you've all come down now and you're all sitting ready. Now I'm going to hold these feet here. And I also would like a little cushion, and I've got it here. And you put it between there, because you don't want the hip joints to start to rotate. They've not to work at all. Using the tummy, she's going to roll each vertebrae. Stopping in the middle, press tummy, and up we come. Each bone. And grow when you land. Good. And then round each vertebrae. Tummy strong. Pelvic floor, anus, sphincter. Squeeze it, lift it. Press tummy, up we come. How many of these shall we do? Well, let's do 10. Yeah, that's 2. Off we go. Breathing. Now, often it helps to sing here because it means you're breathing. So, what song are we going to sing? Well, we could sing, if you were the only boy in the world and I was the only girl, nothing else would matter in the world today. We would go on loving. No, that's so boring, isn't it? Okay, we won't sing that one. We'll just keep moving. But if you've got a song you like, if you sing it when you move. Have you got a song, Tabby? No, don't talk, Tabby. I'm working. I can't sing and work. Yes, you can. If you can sing and do your exercises, I know you're breathing correctly. But this is great. Look, we've nearly done our 10. I don't know how many that is. It's about 8, is it? How many? Let's call it 9. Let's call it 10. Well done if you did that. Now, see if you can round your back and touch your nose to each knee. Just touch your nose. Now wash your face. Wash your face. That's it. Slowly. Forehead, chin, nose, cheeks, and then go to the other side and wash the face. Forehead, chin, nose, cheeks. And then we're not going to roll down, are we? Because we're going on the floor. We come up tall and we feel what a spine is like. Now let's just do a flat back. So keeping the back as it is, hold on to the legs. Just see how far we can go. That's it. And then come back up. Use your tummy. And then again, it's a flat back because you feel the muscles. We're not going all the way down. And if you can feel it, you got it. It's the muscles that keep the body like a board, flat. Very different than the round back. Good. Okay. Is that enough for us today on those? So stay there and now just do a rotation. Have a look round over your shoulder. Good. And then over the other way, have a look round over your shoulder. Good. Come back to center, roll onto your side, onto your back again, and this time let's have you really with space. So put your head over this way and stretch out, arms above the head. Whoa, big stretch. And then relax. And a big stretch again. Ooh. And relax. And now lift the arms up to the ceiling and go reach, reach. Lift your shoulders off. Feel the stretching. Feel the muscles that are lengthening. And then across your chest, shoulders down. Drop your shoulder and let the palms go out to the side. Let the arms go out to the side. Now, if you're relaxed and it's correct, your feet will be turned out. All these muscles will be squidgy. but we're going to work, so we bring them back to parallel. Can you make your ankles flex and point? Flex and point. Can you make an ankle rock? Can you rock those ankles so they rock? There you go, rocking the ankles. Good. Right, let's try this. Now, see if you can put your heel between the big toe and the toe next to it. Having a big side stretch now. We've gone forward and back. We've done the center panel. Now we need to do the obliques. Take the legs over to one side, turning the head the opposite direction. Engage the tummy muscles. Feel they're working. As you keep your shoulder down, don't let the shoulder move. Okay, have you got it? You feel it? Can you feel it? All the way down, stretching through. Then using the tummy, lift, and you go the other way. And this way you can see what a super lovely big stretch we're getting through the body. Keep the shoulder heavy. Yeah, you can turn the head the opposite direction, or you can keep it center, whatever suits you, whatever feels comfortable. The point is we're stretching through, so stretch. Good. Repeat. Pull in the tummy, lift, keep that same foot, big toe between the heel. Stretch. Now, I know some of you in class, wear socks. That's very foolish, yeah? No socks, especially as now you're in your own home. You don't need to put those socks on. Bare feet. Really important. Let the feet have fun. Let them play. Otherwise, as you know, I say they're in a coffin in their shoes and their socks. And it's warm today, so that's fine. So there's that way. And then swap. Heel between the big toe. Really push it through. What's it also doing is separating that big toe away from its friend. As we age, everything starts to come in, doesn't it, like a claw? Look at my hand. I can't do anything about that. But we can do an awful lot about the feet. Over you go. Turning the head the opposite direction if you feel comfortable. It's great if you can. Use your tummy. Use your pelvic floor. Lift. Let's go the other way. Whoa, super stretch. Super stretch. Good. Because we did it twice one way, we have to do it twice the other way. Over we go. Try and keep those legs really lengthened out. Don't let them, start to scrunch up. Because that helps those hamstrings, those calves, and over the other way. Super. There we go. Right. I hope you've all done that. Let's come back again. Let's unhook. Bend one knee up. Bend the other knee up. Now, hug the knee to the chest. See if it's any different. Hug. Hug. Let's have a pumping action. Swing the leg. Yes. Super. There's movement for the spine. Lovely. Enjoy it. Feel it. Good. One more. Now take hold of it. Doesn't matter. Stretch. Gently. And what you want to do is flex and point the foot, but make sure the base does not come off the floor. Use your tummy, press the flat of your base onto the floor. Feel the legs stretching. Breathe. Oh, that's nice. If you've got a friend, that's really nice that can help you. Keep that leg nice and straight. Bend the knee and let it go along the floor. Let the other one go and shake them out. I always believe it's a good thing to be able to know the difference between working a muscle, contracting it, and releasing it. It must release. The worst thing is if we stay very tight. You see those cyclists with calves like rocks. Terrible. Feet in parallel. Bend one knee up. Bend the other knee up. Bring this knee to the chest. Hug. Really stretch it. Good. Now let's pump it. Off you go. Yes. When you pump it, you can lift your base off. You can lift your base as much as you like. That's fine. That doesn't matter because the head is on the floor. That's the reason it doesn't matter. If the head was off the floor, we'd need to keep the base on the floor really as well. Otherwise, we'd be losing the lower back. So you've done a lovely few of those and then hold it. Up you go. Stretch and flex. And all this influences, remember at the start of the class I said we're going to look at the lower back. All of this influences your lumbar spine. Really important. And then when that's really had a nice stretch, you can give it a little pull, bend it in, and let it go along the floor. And the same thing. Shake it out. Shake it out. Loose, loose, loose. Right, here we go. Bend one knee up. Bend the other knee up. High release. Glutes. Lift. Now we need that pillow. Yeah? Put a pillow there. Right. Peel it down, but stop. Put your hands one on top of another in the small of the back. Now those hands The back rests on those hands. You are just going to squeeze and tilt your pelvis. What does this do? It opens the chest, it opens the shoulders, and then a little release. And again, a squeeze, and it makes you find those glute muscles. Those are your motors. It makes you use your quads. Those are our support for the knees. And the glutes are the support for the hips. And a little release. And again, squeeze. And a little release. And it should start to work. You should start to feel that that muscle is going hard and then going soft. Lifting weight. And I like it with the shoulders and the hands behind here because you can feel again that you've got that lovely open chest. So again, if you've been over a computer, you've got that nice way of opening the chest and the shoulders and the pec muscles. And then when that feels enough, take the pillow away, take the hands away, palms up, bring one knee to the chest. We've lowered it down. Let's keep it up if we can. Okay, maybe that's good. Maybe let's just have a rest. So lower it down. Let's do windscreen wipers. Open the feet, open the knees. Away you go. Flop, flop. Remember the head stays center with this. Good. Now I think we'll have a lovely hip rotation. So bring the feet and knees back to parallel. High release. I was going to do one good glute. Let's do it. Go on your shoulders. Can you walk your feet back and see if your hands can get hold of your ankles? So really we're making the same position that we started with the book and the pillow. We're really opening and stretching the quad and the psoas. We'll try that twice because it's quite challenging, shall we? So we'll peel it down. Make sure you're breathing. So this is just an extension of the very first exercise we did. Quads and glutes, walk your feet back, think of the hands going to the ankles to get hold of the ankles. Up goes the glutes, stretching the quad and the psoas, get hold of your ankles. Go on, try and touch those ankles. There you are, you have it. Can you feel? Breathe, good stretch, lovely. And then when it's enough, each vertebrae. Feel that? Good. Shake it out. Let's have a shake out again. Right. Bend the knees, feet parallel. Are we getting tired? Are we all right? Right. Let's flop the knees one way in parallel. Flop. Let's go the other way just to check. Flop. Right. Let's stay this way. Bring the top knee to the chest. Extend it out to the side. Now put your hand underneath the leg if you can, with the elbow on the floor. You'll see it the other way, but I just want you to see her back here, how lovely this stretches. And her head is looking at the outstretched palm that way, which is shoulder height. So don't have it too high. I bring it down a bit. There, that looks more shoulder height to me. Now we're going to stretch the front of the leg. So go onto your side, take hold of the foot, stretch the underneath leg out, and we bring this quad and psoas back, put it in your tummy. There you go. Good. Now we release that foot, roll onto the back, hug the knee to the chest, because we can't do too many of hugging knees to chest. It lengthens the spine always. Extend the leg and circle, small circle. I'm going to take my hand away because I wanted to use her tummy. Right, I'm just going to move the table, and Tally is going to go across the body, this way, and down. Extension, tummy strong, lift, across. I hope you're all getting this. Yeah, if you don't have a table in the way, you're really lucky. Good. Come on, one more. Use your tummy. Here's the lift. Here's the lift. Here's the stretch. Stretch and strength. Last one, tummy. Bend the knee as we come here. Rest the foot. Hand on top of the knee. Now this is why this is so perfect. It works the whole body. Arm, slowly on the floor. Stretch it. If she had tons of room, she'd be really stretching it. But like everybody, we don't have that much room. Yeah, twice one way. And let's go twice the other way. Really stretch it out. Let me move that book. Really stretch it out. Super. Now we've got another low lumbar spine stretch. Rest the foot on top. Check this one is in parallel. Bend the knee up, tummy strong, lift, and we take hold of it and we stretch. And that's a brilliant stretch. If you want it more, you put this foot against a wall, that height, and you gently push with the wall. But, you know, for our purposes, just doing that is superb, okay? And then, here's the best one, the lumbar spine. Take hold of this, hug the knee to the chest. That one, hug it, lift it, tuck. Now, you've got to make sure you don't roll about the place. And you've got to take hold of each ankle. There you go, and stretch it towards you. Please be straight. Don't wiggle your head. Keep your head on the back of the skull. Keep the spine straight. The spine is straight. There we go. The spine is straight. And you can feel the spine is straight. And you can feel those lovely stretches. And then let go of your ankles and shake the legs out. Off you go. Right, we're going to do that the other way. Come around this way. Right. Oops. Bend the knees first. No. Let go. Feet in parallel. Tummy is elastic band, one foot. Tummy is elastic band, other foot. Flop the knees the other way. Flop. Knee to the chest. Extend the leg out to the side. Where the hand is waiting, you can see there. It can be down here. If we didn't have this sofa here, of course, she's going to move back a bit in which to help you. But by which time I hope you've organised yourselves, yeah? Remember, this is for you. It's not for, well, it is for her, but it's not for me. So flex and point your foot. Because you want this leg stretched. And it's all connected, you can see here, to the back. And this is why if the legs are tight, you're going to have a tight lumbar spine. You're going to have a tight middle spine. You're going to have a tight upper back. You're going to have a tight neck. Feet, move them, yeah? Because that works all the way through. Good. Bend it back. Lie on your side. Take hold. Ooh. Now, again, you want that leg to come behind the other one, preferably. Can't force it, yeah? Ooh, wouldn't dream of forcing it. That's nice. Now, draw the tummy in, of course. Suck it in. Good. Then release. Roll onto your back, knee to chest. Leg up to the ceiling like an arrow. Stretch it. Yeah, you can flex and point it. Don't hold on because your tummy's going to hold it. Small circle on the ceiling. The whole leg, not just the ankle, the whole leg. Draw a circle on the ceiling with your big toe. Good, both ways. And now we have it across the body. Down. Oh, we're going to have trouble with this table. Tummy strong, lift. You got it. Across. If you want to come a bit more this way, Tally, because that will help you. You know, I'm sure at home you're all organising yourselves too. But you can see what a lovely movement this is and how good it is for your lumbar spine, yeah? Well, for the whole back, really, isn't it? And that's what we're after. As I say, you can't just work one bit of the body. You've got to work the whole bit of the body. Good. Oops, get out the way. All right, last one. Let's bring it across. Rest. Now, breathe. Yeah, you're all there. All with me. Good. Off we go with that arm. I'm going to move that pillow out the way so she can actually really stretch if I move the pillow out the way. Yeah. Good. On the floor stays that hand. Remember, if it gets stuck, you see it moving, if it gets stuck, you've got to keep it there for a moment or two and stretch it and feel it doing the job. Good. And then, have you gone both ways? Yeah. Roll onto the back. Rest. No, wait. Rest. You've got to feel, are you straight? Or because the leg weight is going over there, does this suddenly roll? No, keep it there. Use your tummy to drag the foot up. Foot on the floor. Use your tummy to lift the leg off. Hug. Good stretch. Super stretch. Feel. Lovely. And don't bounce. Hug, hold. Breathe and then let it go. And hug, hold. Breathe and let it go. And then put the foot on the floor. Hug that knee to the chest. Hug it. Good. Lift the leg. Tuck